of them, about 250 million, come on an everyday basis. If we look at France specifically, this is more than 18 million people, with about 10 million people coming to Facebook. So the idea for me is to tell you what products we developed specifically for you in order to engage with the users on Facebook.com. So it is Facebook pages and Facebook ads. So let's start with the most important homepage on the internet. Well, in fact, it's just my homepage, and that is the reason why I personally consider it as very relevant. It's only information from people I know, people I trust, and the idea for you behind all the products that we develop on Facebook.com is to make sure that you can be part of my life. You can be part of this homepage and figure out how to integrate, how to connect with me, and how to engage me with all the great content, all the great products, all the values, information that you may have. So if we have a look at my profile, as Christian said, we updated the profile on Sunday, and it gives you a lot of information about who I am, what I like, where I come from, and for the very first time, I'm no longer Funkyhead13. I mean, that has been mine for some reason. Name on the internet until I arrived on Facebook and gave my true identity. This is at the very core of what Facebook is all about for our users, where in our guidelines we encourage people to have mostly one profile per person, and once you understand that this is real people talking to their real friends, people they actually know, this creates actually tremendous opportunities for your business. So right now, what I want to focus on is what are these opportunities and how can you interact with the people. As we said before, the social graph was mostly about people connecting with each other, but we saw that it naturally extended to this great singer that I like, this movie that I've seen that I love, this article that I posted, and now we have a mapping of the social relation, what we call the social graph, that integrates brands, products, and even now moving as far as integrating URLs. So in order for you to interact with me as a user and the 500 other million people that are like me on Facebook, you need to figure out that there are specific products that we develop for you. The most important one, I believe, is Facebook pages. We created Facebook pages about 2 years ago when I roughly joined the company. And this is very similar to a user profile, yet it's a public profile that can be the best way for you to have your own voice on Facebook. So today we have more than about 20 million people who connect to pages on an everyday basis, and the idea behind it is how to be one of those 20 million connections and make sure that you can engage and interact with the users the same way you act with your friends. I mean, when you're posting a video, when you're saying I like and so on, well, you can actually do that with and for your brand. In order to illustrate this, I would like to talk a little bit about Lacoste. So Lacoste is a very well-known brand, of course. Millions of people wear the brand, go to their stores, interact with all their brand material. And what happened is that users moved first by creating unofficial pages. So what Lacoste decided when they figured out that they had 600,000 people saying, I like Lacoste, they said, well, maybe that's interesting and maybe we should look at it. So what they did is that they created a page, they gathered all the people on their page, and they started to share more content, more information with them in order to extend the brand experience that people already naturally witnessed. And what they did in order to do so is that they started promoting their events, saying, we will be there, we'll do this fashion show. They created application in order to interact with the brand, to be closer to people. And they even went as far as using advertising to be part of this whole engagement. I often hear the opposition between, natural pages and advertising. This is complementary. These are just tools for you to interact with the users in the most efficient way. And now on Facebook, Lacoste has more than 3.8 million people saying I like Lacoste.